Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. What's good, family? We got that dub tonight. I celebrate all wins. Y'all know I take all wins, baby. I take them all. You know why? You know why I take all wins? Because we need all wins. We need every win we can get. I don't care if the other team only has 2 people to play with and they have to forfeit. I'm taking that dub. You feel me? Shout out to the team today. First of all, let me salute John Collins. Salute to John Collins. He he survived another trade deadline. So salute to him. What Trey say? What Trey say? He dodged another one or something like that. I thought that shit was hilarious when they asked him about it. Damn, what did the Trey say? I can't remember, but it was hilarious. I take this dub. Hey, we need something to get us started, man. We need something to get us started. Hopefully, this is something that can get us started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he beat the case. Yeah. Hey, I know I wasn't the only one out there laughing when he said that. I thought that shit was hilarious. Say he beat the case, huh? I thought that was hilarious. Oh my days, man. But salute to John Collins beating another case. Y'all know me, we take all wins. We talk Hawks and we take all wins. You feel me? I got to give credit where credit is due, man. First of all, let me speak about the team, then I'll go into individuals. Shout out to the team. Took the lead. Excuse me, took the lead, never gave it up. As you can see, some stuff we still need to work on as far as being able to dominate a team. I think we should have been dominating them the whole game. But at the end of the day, they are all NBA players. But I felt that we should have pretty much been up by 20 like the whole night. There you go. I dropped that link. But that's neither here or there. We played a very efficient night. Couple bad shooting nights from a bad night from Bogey. Tonight, I think he was like 2 for 12 from the field, something to that effect. No, she in the house. A good shooting night. I mean, another bad shooting night from Dre Hunter. Another bad shooting night from Dre Hunter. I don't know. I don't know, man. Dre Hunter, 4 games ago, he was cooking like fish grease. He was cooking like fish grease 4 games ago. Thank you. Now he can't. What they say, you can't throw a bowl in the ocean or something like that. Like, man, and you don't even want to know what was running through my mind, bro. When Dre Hunter was. But you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. You know what's running through my mind? I was like, bro, can Jalen Johnson play the 3? Because, man, I don't know what it was, but Jalen Johnson, to me, he looked good out there today, man. But let me get back. Clint Capella doing his thing. He did a great job tonight on the boards. Why he can't rebound like that, like all the time? Like, maybe tonight the ball was just bouncing to him. I don't know. But we need that type of Clint Capella rebounding every night. And he was going against and he was going up against Aiden. John Collins, good game. 50% from the field. That's what I want to see. Efficient from the field. He took 12 shots, I think. and only took 2 3-point attempts. I can live with that. He was 0 for 2, but I can live with that. I can live with him taking 2 3 point. It's when he gets like the 3, 4, and 5. That's a no go. He's not a good enough 3-point shooter to be shooting that. So Murray, good game tonight. Once again, very efficient from the field. Y'all know he been on the roll. I was listening to the Hawks telecast, and they were saying DeJounte was, was averaging almost 25 on that 5-game road trip. So he was very efficient tonight. Still got it going. Trae Young, gotta tip my cap to Trae. Got to get credit what credit is due. Played an awesome game tonight. Got people involved early. Still ended up getting his points. And you see, when he just played like a playmaker, man, the buckets just come to him, man. He ain't got to force nothing, man. Yeah, Kareem, you're right, but that's just something he got to work on. He's got to work on that. Some of the turnovers is careless passes. But overall, I think he played an outstanding game. Considering how much he dominates the ball on the team, I mean, until we can get another real legit ball handler, well, you know what I'm trying to say. But awesome game by Trae Young tonight, man. Nate, I thought Nate did everyone really much for him to do tonight. Didn't have to challenge nothing. Once again, the Hawks jump out to the lead. My problem with the Hawks is this, man. And we play. I can't even imagine if Phoenix had Devin Booker and KD playing for them right now. We get out to that lead and we become so careless, reckless, lackadaisical, and I had no idea how we got outscored by them in the second quarter. That was pure T ridiculous. Okay, pure T ridiculous that we got outscored by them. I want to say it's like 20-25, something to that effect. So, and I'm just nitpicking now because I take the dub. So now we at 500. Now we at 500, guys. Okay, can we keep this rolling? Let's bring on the homeboy. Y'all know him, the number one day one up here, the first ever panelist on We Talk Hawks TV. That homeboy, the youngest in charge, that homeboy analyst. Y'all make sure y'all go check out analyst channel, man. We was me, him, and Jordan. We was up there chopping it up about the draft. I think him and Jordan was up there for about 2 hours today. They have some real good coverage, real good topics, man. So if y'all get a chance, go check that out. What's good, man? What's your thoughts tonight, my guy?
Doing pretty good, man. Hey, it was a long day. Tonight, I wanted to come in tonight and just let it be an easy win, and for the most part, it was that. But we still couldn't quite put them away the way I wanted to. But I mean, overall, man, I mean, the team, they came out ready to play tonight. I give Nate credit for having the guys ready to come out, through the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. I thought Trae, obviously he ain't worried about nothing today. He came out, he balled out. Like the way this dude was shooting from three, I was just waiting for him to clank a three. That dude was making them threes. He was quick. The turnovers a little bit too much, but hey, we got the dub. DeJounte Murray, played well. John Collins shot me. I was like, I was kind of, I was kind of, I was upset that John was still here, but hey, that dude played tonight. Capella was solid. Still missed, a couple of bunnies that I would like him to make, but hey, he did his thing. Chris Paul couldn't lock him up tonight.
Chris Paul looked his whole age out there tonight, man. He looked 40. You feel me?
That dude on a fast decline. Decline. But like I said, where I want to give Capella the most credit is the 17 rebounds. I thought that was good. DeAndre Hunter, he's struggling, man. But it's okay because we're winning. We got this win, but he got to figure that out. He had to figure that out.
Especially for $100 million. He better figure out fast. Because I'm telling you, man, listen, man. The best way we can get better, well, hell, the only way you can get better when you don't have no real assets to trade and make your team better is your current players getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And Hunter's problem is this. He too busy living off that jumper. He should be attacking the basket more, so when you have them off nights, guess what? You can get to the line 5, 6, 7 times. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you see the ball go in.
I don't know why he had learned that.
He keeps settling for that fadeaway, man. He settled for the jumper. I don't know if he's scared of contact. I don't know if his body's fragile like that. Maybe it is just a long shot. Maybe he's still timid with his knees. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't know why he don't do it. He definitely has the build.
But I was gonna say, and he knows that when he attacks the basket, he is super DeAndre Hunter looked like a borderline all-star when he's attacking the basket aggressively, consistently.
Exactly.
I don't know why he's going away from it. It has to be something there.
Yeah, let's bring on the homeboy Jordan, man. What's good, homie?
What's good,
Jordan,
boys?
It's good to see you once again. Me and Jordan spent 3 hours earlier.
3 hours today, yeah. And then last night we called late last night when that KD news broke. So I mean, I've been seeing analysts way too much. I mean, I'm starting to get annoyed with that.
Hang around me long enough.
No, but you know what? I mean, good win tonight, right? Couple things. I'm with you guys on Hunter, man. Like he's not a small player, and he needs to start taking it to the rack a lot more. This whole team kind of struggles with that outside of the center position. They don't really like taking it to the rack this year. Even John Collins, which used to be his strong suit, taking it right to the net. Nobody on this team wants to do it. So somebody's going to have to step up and start doing that. And DeAndre Hunter really could use that in his game right now because these threes aren't dropping for him. And he's not because he's not the best athlete in the world. He has a hard time creating his own shot on occasion, right? So these mid-range fadeaways, like it's just not who he is, Yeah. But otherwise, I think everyone played well, except for I mean, I don't know. I had an issue with. I'm just not a big fan of Bogey's game. It wasn't like he played horrible tonight, but He also should start taking it to the paint a little bit more. He was in foul trouble pretty early in the game. He had 4 fouls just starting the fourth quarter. A couple very lazy defensive plays on his part that he could have done better at. But that's Bogdanovich, right? Nothing new there. So I think analysts give him credit, but Capella, great game for Capella. I mean, this is what you need from a guy like him, right? Especially all things considered. Their only player really tonight out there was DeAndre Ayton, who you're game planning for on your way in here. And Capella did everything he needed to do on that man tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the rebounding department. He had like 3 rebounds tonight. Like that's just absurd. So, I mean, there's a lot of credit there. And I mean, one thing that I will say that you never see from the Hawks, not recently anyhow, is the Hawks did a great job on the offensive side of rebounding in this game. There was a couple possessions that were kind of dead and were kept alive because of the offensive rebounding of this team. Nobody really gave up on a ball, and a couple of sloppy plays where you're going to give up the steal and stuff like that. And I get all of those things, but the team did good offensively when it came to the boards tonight. So that's something pretty encouraging to see. And then, the last thing I want to touch on before I pass it on to Matt, I'll be quick, is John Collins, right? We were all talking about how good John Collins is, and I have a hypothetical, right? This is the first time probably all season where John Collins feels safe. You know what I mean? Because obviously he can't be moved now. You know what I mean? If you think about it from that direction, right? That's going to take a toll on anybody. All year long, you don't know if you're going to be on the team tomorrow or not. And all year long, his name was in these discussions about being moved, right? This is the first game all season where he's had for sure security on whether this guy's going to be on the team tomorrow or not. And I think that it really showed in how comfortable he was playing. You know, he drowned out all the noise, all the bullshit, and he went right to basketball. And when he did that, he played an efficient game of basketball and started playing his role a lot nicer. And I think that that's something really encouraging to monitor, because I don't think he's going to do this consistently, right? But you could see by watching him, he looked more comfortable playing basketball. And we haven't seen that from John Collins like in a long while. So that was really encouraging to see. So anyways, I'll pass it on to Matt now. That's my piece, but we'll chop it up later.
What's up, Matt, my guy? What's your thoughts on the game today, man?
I was encouraged throughout the game, as far as us able to build a lead against a team, you know, not Oklahoma City, where, you know, a game like tonight, very well, we could have, you know, lost, or it could have came down to the last shot. So I'm happy that it didn't, that we played. I mean, they came back, the turnovers, you know, was a big part of that. I don't know. I thought it was kind of sloppy in the sense, like, we got a lead, but then the sloppiness game where we couldn't maintain it and went, you know, consistently without scoring, or a couple of bad shots. To Jordan's point, I thought Bogey was like really, you know, in the first half at least, I thought he was kind of selfish, you know.
Yeah.
Like he looking dudes off. He, you know, trying to take it by himself one-on-one off the dribble consistently. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, like the dude's wide open that you missed, you know. But I mean, I think, and we'll talk about this later, but I think Bay coming to the team, I think is going to make an impact as far as getting to the free throw line. He would be the second most, you know, have the second most free throw attempts on the team if he was on our team currently. You know, so he gets to the free throw line, you know, something that we need to do more of, that I wish Hunter did more of, I wish Murray did more of, get to the free throw line with consistently. That kind of helps the scoring droughts. And then defense on the boards. I thought, you know, me personally, I take a little bit of Capella's rebounds away when he tipping it to himself on all them missed layups. But I mean, you know, you miss 4 layups in one possession and you get all 4 of those rebounds. Are those real rebounds? But I mean, you know,
it's not bad.
Here and there, that's here and there. But I thought Onyeka is really, you know, starting to grow into that center role, that role that we all think he can do and become. And then Jalen, I think Jalen is really starting to form. I said earlier, you know, I think he's really starting to become like a core piece in the sense of, like, if we, in the offseason, if we like looking to upgrade that position, he's somebody that we want to keep as opposed to a throw-in and a deal going forward. But overall, you know, Hunter struggled a little bit, but, you know, I'm not worried about it.
A little bit.
I mean, he struggled a bit, but I'm not worried about it.
Jim Star.
Well, I still think he has the potential.
Hunter been trash the last couple of games.
He's talking about he's struggling.
But Hunter,
really, the last 3 games. That's it.
But Hunter's not a bad player. This dude, and Gerald said that he may be afraid of a contact, and Damon said it too. All he has to do is attack the basket. All he has to do is attack the basket. And this dude is a borderline all-star if he attacks the basket aggressively consistently. But hey, you got people in the chat saying that Sadiq Bay is coming for DeAndre on a job.
Oh, no. I want everybody in the chat, analysts, you know,
they said on Twitter too.
How long have we been talking about?
I'm shocked, Matt. You love Sadiq Bay.
I do. I like him a lot. I've been talking to him about him since before Thanksgiving. But no, I mean, DeAndre Hunter's better than him. I mean, no. So I mean, okay. But I think he's a very good. I'll say this: he's probably the best wing, the backup wing we've had since we drafted Trae Young. You know, on the roster, like as far as backups. When you talk about TLC, Justin Holiday. Who's another backup wing we didn't have over the years? Torian Prince.
We had Cam Reddish.
But I'm saying, like, he's probably the best among those group of players that we've had at that backup wing position. But we'll talk about him later on.
Shout out TGK TV up in the building. What's good, homie? He a big time Mavs fan right there. What's up, Pharaoh? What's good, man? What's your thoughts on the
What's
game,
up?
homeboy?
Great win tonight. I want to start off by saying happy JC night. You know, trade deadline today, so JC still here. I may be in the minority. I'm a JC fan. I'm liking. I'm glad to hear.
Oh gosh.
Don't be mad. Y'all go on here and cape for JJ and O and everybody else. Let me cape for JC. Because he showed out tonight.
Go ahead.
Y'all don't never hear me get on here and defend no 8-4 game. But JC showed out tonight. Trey came through. My guy Trey showed up like he's supposed to. Only person who really played bad was DeAndre, but it wasn't that bad. So Clint showed out. Clint was because didn't DeAndre only have like 2 rebounds?
He was extremely low.
DeAndre had 2 of everything, 2 points, 2 field goals made. Shout out to homeboys, Glow Mavs in the building. What's good, homeboy? Salute.
So I thought, good. I mean, I know they were depleted, but still need to win. Probably gonna beat the Spurs too, because how bad they gave up Pirtle. So we had enough to get Pirtle. I guess we'll talk about that later.
Got back All-Star center and Kim Birch too.
Hey,
I mean, they could have took Clint, but
matter of fact, I think I'm going to that Spurs. I'm going to that game.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah,
coming down here.
I might get courtside seats. I don't know yet. I'm flossing.
Go on, Damon. Yeah. So we can see you.
Well, it's my birthday. It's my birthday coming up. You inviting me? Or
last time I went,
I'm a Spurs fan. He need to bring me.
Last time I went, I just sat. I ain't sitting on the floor. I sat directly behind the bench though.
Really, eh?
Oh,
you can cuss out Nate the whole day.
What you hear Nate tell guys about that fist?
Hey man, that's just hilarious when you sitting there. You can hear their conversation. That's just funny as shit, man. But I'll be down there. I'll go when they come. I'm only 2 hours from San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
So I just dip down there when they go see it. I'm only I'm only 2.5 away from Dallas. I was gonna ride up there when we came to Dallas, but damn job wouldn't let me go, man. But so yeah, okay, we got somebody new up here. Kim, hold on, we got a new panel member up here. Let's see what he's talking about. What's good, my guy? Welcome to the show, homeboy.
What's good, bro? I'm not new. I've been here a couple times.
You have? I'm tripping.
Yeah,
I'm fresh.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
It must been a minute. It must been a minute.
He changed his name.
I'm at the Hawks game right now. I'm in the motor station right now. I'm finna roll up tomorrow. I'm finna be in the garage in the damn parking lot.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
kids, what's up?
Kids, don't go in the garage. It's bad.
Don't go in the garage.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I go in the garage every day, man. Hey, Damon, that's funny you said that, bro, because I remember you used to say that. I'm finna go. I never knew what you meant. I thought you meant like working out or something.
Nah, I work out at the gym.
Oh, dumb me, right? Hey, man, I was lost, man. But
What's good, man? Holla at us, dog. Holla at us.
First of all, what's up, y'all? What's up? Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, man. We Gucci over here, dog.
But yeah, bro, I got back from that Hawks game. I got something to tell y'all. This is gonna be real funny. So, when John Collins was warming up, dribbling, it looked bad. I just thought of y'all when I seen it. I was like, man, this man. But other than that, man, look, the team looked good. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't paying attention because there's so many bad bitches out there. I'm like, damn, man, shit, I couldn't even focus for real. But Trey, he had a good game. Onyeka played. Jalen Johnson, hey Matt, your boy showed out today. I'll get to him. Who else? Bogey, my dog.
Hey,
other than that,
boy, I gotta tip my cap, boy. Hey, like I said earlier before you came up here, it was just me, Analyst, and Jordan. Bruh, I was ready to replace Hunter with goddamn Jalen Johnson, bro.
hey,
I ain't even lying, bro. I was like, when he got that ball and he let it to break, I'm like,
yeah. Hey, look, I gotta agree with Matt, man. With the he's a good facilitator. Like,
well,
I see
I'm
the
gonna
vision.
ban you, man. You know that's a
Don't boost his confidence like that.
Kim, you are good in my book any day.
See, this is what I mean.
Hey,
You done
hey.
backed yourself
Good in
into a
my
corner
book.
now,
you
boy.
can't agree
now,
with Matt on
all,
this channel, man.
now,
That's
now all we
agree.
gotta do. Now all we gotta do, Kim, is get McMuffin out of here and get someone who knows what they're
Hey.
doing, and we gonna be on good. We gonna be on good.
That's what I was
Bro.
thinking about too. When he's bringing the ball up, I'm thinking like, man, next year we're gonna be fired.
Bro, I'm not even lying. I was like, for something kicked in my head. I was like, this dude should be starting right now. I don't know why I thought that, but I was just like, bro, like you can see it, and I'm like, bro, maybe that's what we need.
Him or Sadiq Bay.
Instead of making a blockbuster trade, maybe we just need to play these dudes like real minutes.
Yeah. I think
You know what
you'll
I'm
be
saying?
surprised with Sadiq Bay, bro. I think you'll be surprised with Sadiq Bay.
Man,
Like I said,
man. Listen, okay. Sadiq Bay, he good, but that don't move the needle for me, man.
No. It's not going to change nothing this season. I'm talking next season when you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with this whole John
he gonna do
Collins
something
thing.
next season because he gonna be an expiring contract, so he definitely gonna be balling out.
No, I think he's got a year
And how we
left.
gonna pay his ass and pay Murray?
I think they're gonna. I think when they move John Collins this summer and move hopefully Capella, but Bogey this summer, I think they
Who's
will
gonna get to
be
replace
able
Capella,
to,
Matt?
Huh?
Who's gonna replace Capella? Because I mean, I can see the vision with y'all when y'all be like not rocking with Capella, but I mean, who else is? I mean, he's like what, top 10 centers in the NBA, top 11, something like that.
Man, forever on top 10.
Who top 10?
He's
Capella,
top 15 center. Top 15
Like top
center.
15,
He ain't bottom 10.
I think top
15,
10 is a bit. I think top 10 is a bit.
I always say top 15 centers because
I
that's
think that's
Yeah,
top
I agree with
10.
Jordan.
Top 10 is a bit aggressive. I think. Oh yeah, like I said, I think another summer of development.
That's aggressive.
Matt, don't say
Another
Yucca
summer
at
of
center.
development.
Don't
Another
say-
summer of adding
Hell
strength.
no.
I think Capella can. I mean, not Capella. God, I think Onyeka can step into that role and have a Drummond behind him, or have a Jericho Chris, or
Look at that.
have a traditional big behind him. Zubac,
my guy
whoever
said
you get
Jericho
your hands
Chris.
Who is Jericho
Yeah.
Chris?
You
Is
mean
that
Chris
his name?
Jericho, the wrestler?
No. Is that his name? Is that
Jericho
his name?
Sims, bruh.
Jericho
Is that
Sims.
the guy? The guy
Oh,
oh,
hey, look. My dumb ass over here believing Matt and shit. Oh, I was like, I gotta go look this guy up.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Jericho
From New
Chris
York.
is gonna he gonna
From
be
New York.
Kareem now.
Yeah.
You're talking about this
so-
guy being a contender, bro. You're like,
I'm sorry. Yeah. So from New York. So you could go get one of them or Drummond from Chicago. One of them to sit behind Onyeka.
No.
We gotta get Claxton, bro.
Hey, let's get
We ain't getting him.
Hey, let's get Mike thought on the game, man. And then let's talk about these trades today. What's good, my guy?
Yo, what up? What up,
What's
fellas? What up, man?
What's happening,
Just,
man? What's happening?
jump in real quick.
How you doing, FanDuel
What-
tonight?
You say, I'm doing FanDuel, man. Horrible. God dang, I picked the wrong ball,
use
bro.
my
I picked the
promo on
wrong
Prospect,
ball
bro.
from the Suns. What was that, bro? What was that?
I said you use my promo on Prospect, big dog. I don't ran out of money on that man. I've been taking
He
straight
said your
L's, bro.
promo on Prize Pick.
Hell yeah,
I
but
can't do Prize Pick, man. Prize
be
Pick a
doing
little
early
too much for me, man. That be hurting my heart when I lose by them 0.5s. I be on FanDuel being cheap with my dollar lineups. You know
Hey,
what
bro,
I'm
I
saying?
heard
Prize
that
Pick
shit.
be
Man.
wanting a whole $10 from a boy, and then you lose all of it. I be like, God dang, you know. So yeah, man, I got to rest from Prize Picks. Leave that alone. So I have to be on FanDuel trying to get my money back up on the
Hey, Mike,
lineups.
one question, bro. I had a homeboy. I'm gonna let you get to your shit because I know you be saying
Yeah.
FanDuel, but I thought they didn't let you do FanDuel in Georgia, bro.
Nah, what it is they don't let you do a certain part because FanDuel got a whole bunch of stuff like we can do the prop picks and stuff like Prize Picks and stuff like that. Like you can't do the over and unders, you can't do point spreads in Georgia, but you can just do the regular like lineups and stuff. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
which is I wish it was totally unlocked. But now you know I ain't got too much to say about the game besides I heard Damon say it earlier or whatever. It's like, you know, we get them leads, but them folks them boys just straight forget about discipline and correct basketball play. They just kind of, I don't know, bro. They just kind of lose it for a minute or whatnot. A lot of times that might be the lack of which we talked about a lot of times, actual like true veterans on the team. You know, we still got relatively young guys inside our veterans. Because I forgot that, y'all let me know the staff reporter name. I don't know her name though, but she brought it up during the game about how like she said the veterans been talking to AJ lately. Every game he always asks questions. Been the folks she named. I'm like, see, that's our problem. Them boys ain't no veterans. Talking about some Trey and DJ and stuff like that. I'm like, they need somebody talking to them. Doggone it still. Good win. Happy we won. We got a chance to go into the break with a little win streak, you know what I'm saying, and get some rest and everything like that. Even more with the trade, I just want to double down on what I was trying to tell y'all the last show. Even though everybody doom and gloom, Demon's still doom and gloom. Now we ain't winning the championship, but I think them boys can pull out the 6th seed. I think they can pull out the 6th seed, and I think that they can mess around and win at least the first round or something like that, But today's game was good. I expected John Collins to play good. He probably should have had a lot more because of the game, opportunity and stuff there. But he can't nitpick. We won the game. I feel like he probably should have had more than 16 points. I think he only had like 1 or 2 rebounds or something. And my dumb butt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I was talking about my FanDuel. My silly butt picked Torrey Craig for some reason, man, over Kobe. I mean, I should have went with the Georgia boy, man. I should have known he was at home, that he was gonna try and at least do something.
Man, Mike, did you see him put John on the poster, bro? Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah.
The other day, Mike, I was I'm on FanDuel too. This is Canadian currency, so keep that in mind. But I was 1 Trey field goal. I needed 2 points away from $800.
Ooh,
I was pissed.
Yeah, I've been there, bro. Those hurt, man. Those hurt. It hurt even more on Prize Pick, bro, when you lose on that.
Don't get me, hey, Mike. Don't get me started, bro. Josh Giddey had to get 1 more assist, bro. I would have won $200. Got there.
Yeah, in Ontario, Canada, we can't get Prize Picks. So
you can't. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been running fan.
But like I said, I ain't had too much. I don't want to go into the trade talk too much. At the money, he was trying to set it up and everything. That's what's I more so wanted to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Glad we won. I expected us to win.
Let's start right now. Why did we trade for a dude that we drafted?
You don't problem.
Hey, Damon, Golden State did the same thing. Golden State did the same thing. They sent 5 seconds we gave them. They gave it to Portland to get the guy they just had last year.
Why?
And they got Gary Payton back.
You know what's crazy? It's sad that we draft Bruno Fernando and he stinks, goes somewhere else, gets better, and then we trade for him. What's that saying about our development team? God.
Hey, I've been screaming about our development for years.
You know what it is?
Somewhere else
hey, he had to go
better.
Like
a relationship.
Like LeBron
bro,
said, he had to go to Miami, go to college for a couple of years, and then come back home.
And that was the money move.
Think about that, man. He had to go somewhere after spending how many years Bruno was with us? 3? He with us for 2 years and stinks, but got to go somewhere else, develop and get better.
Here's what it is, Demond.
I've been screaming about our developmental program.
Hold up. This is what it is. I'll bet you money that you know what this had part to do with, most likely. Travis Slank makes those decisions, right? He probably made those minor decisions about guys like that, right? He leaves, and Nick Ressler says, "That's my guy. He's going to turn this franchise around. Let's go get him." That's what that is. You know what I mean?
Won't said it was money move.
And why did we go get so we got the white guy Garrison. What's his name? Garrison what?
Garrison Matthews. That's my guy.
Not Chris.
Right there.
Not Garrison Chris. Garrison Matthews.
Garrison Matthews.
Hey, Garrison Matthews, that's my guy.
Hey, we could have just kept Kevin Herter.
Hey,
That's how you know
it's just
trying
to save money.
That's how you know it's just
saving money.
Dog.
That's what the Houston trade was for, money. They ain't trying to go into the luxury.
Yeah, but I don't care. Hey, bro, we got
If Bogey out there, they going into the luxury.
In my opinion, the Houston move was a good move. It was a better money move than they did with Cam. Cam's money move was stupid because you did it for dudes who not even finna be in the league. Mo Harkless, I don't even know where he at. And Justin Holiday, he ain't finna be in the league next year.
He in
I
Africa,
almost can guarantee that.
basketball without borders.
Hey, no, man, listen. When I saw we got Garrison Matthews, hey, I screamed louder for Garrison Matthews than I did about Bay.
Why
It's
he
true,
ain't,
he did
he ain't gonna play, bro?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think so.
That's what I did say.
But
I did say
he's
that
not
to you.
gonna
Danny,
play,
too.
man. Come on.
You know with Nate,
No.
you can't get Nate too many options. He ain't a good decision maker.
Gerald,
Neither is
Garrison
Landry
Matthews is
Steele
making
because we
$2
still
million.
got the same coach.
Hey, Demond,
We need to
I
fire
Hey,
think
what?
Hey, Demond,
Hey,
I
what?
think
We
it's
still
they
got the
setting the
same-
team. They slowly but surely setting the team up for next year.
Fire McMuffin.
Nate is there for the rest of the year. His 90 days is about to be up real soon, and then he can go on right into the sunset. Right into the sunset. Go get his AAP card right into the sunset, and then we can hire.
Hey, why
the
y'all
new
think?
agent.
Why y'all think? Hey, why y'all think we couldn't move John Collins, bro?
Bruh.
Because Phoenix when it got Kevin Durant.
No,
Man,
but
no, I don't buy that one. I don't buy that, Pharaoh. I don't buy that. I don't buy
I
that.
think it had to do with they just didn't want to give.
They
him away
owner tried to get John Collins.
Bro,
They just didn't want to give him away
John
for
Collins
nothing.
been available for 3 years.
Yeah,
He didn't take over till last week.
John Collins a tweener, bro. That's why. John Collins a tweener. And I ain't talking about his position. He's a tweener to be traded for cash considerations or some players, bro. And they trying to figure it out, and they ain't quite sold, you know what I'm saying, to just give him up for bull. And which is I kind of agree with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just give John Collins away just to give him away, even though you want to move him. It's kind of hard, bro. I feel like it's hard to kind of gauge like what you can get for him, and people just keep trying them. So they like, hey, might as well keep him.
Man, let me tell you. What happened was every deal that we tried to do crumbled. Okay, we tried to move him to Charlotte. Jalen McDaniels gets traded to the Sixers. That deal off the table. We try to move him to Houston. Eric Gordon get traded to the Clippers. That deal crumbled right in our face. And then Woj, I listened to the Woj pod after the trade deadline. Hey, bro, Woj looks so tired, man. He sounds so tired. I was like, Woj needs to go to bed.
One more thing, analyst. One more thing, analyst, that you missed there, bro. The deal was actually very close last night to being done for John Collins. I don't know if you know this. An analyst knows this. We were talking about it today. The deal was actually almost done for a Phoenix deal. But sorry. He was close to going to Brooklyn last night before they traded KD because before they decided they were going to sell KD. They wanted to bring pieces into Brooklyn, and apparently a deal was close until they decided, fuck it, we're not going to keep KD. We're selling him off because we got this crazy deal from Phoenix. But had that deal not came in, it's likely today that John Collins of Brooklyn net. But it didn't happen because they ended up selling KD. Woj posted that too.
Man, listen, John Collins been available for 3 years.
Yep.
So if they wanted to move him, it should have been he was supposed to already been moved by the but we know what happened there.
We could have had some bonus, but hey, I guess it wasn't good enough, right?
We hurting his trade value too, because the system that he in, he can't really. He's stagnant as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like he got no motion. He can't do nothing. He can't dribble. They got him shooting them down threes. All that, man.
Mike. No, I told Mike to cover his ears when you brought up the word system.
I mean, look. Check this. I'm gonna say this, and y'all be saying this a lot. And one of my other homeboys said this thing. We got a bunch of like the same players. You know what I'm saying? We don't got niggas that like specialize in like this, that. Nate McMillan, he ain't as bad. I don't think he's that bad. No, listen.
They finna turn on you.
It's all good.
All that weed.
Turning on it. Go ahead.
But now listen, like who with the players we got, like y'all gotta stop watching them movies, man. This ain't Coach Carter. This ain't none of that, man. We need some real niggas in this bitch that's gonna goddamn, you know what I'm saying, show up.
And Nate ain't close to Coach Carter.
Analyst, you know that movie Facing the Giants, bro? I know we Christians out here. You seen that movie Facing the Giants?
This ain't Coach Carter.
Man. You know what? And I said this in the group chat the other day. And I want. I mean, I'm sure Damon probably knows because he read what I wrote
If
yesterday.
we don't
I want the chat to be aware of this. I call Nate a con artist.
there you
We
go.
all know.
There you go.
I
There you
want everybody to know this that don't know this. Maybe if y'all do, it's fine. It's reinforced knowledge. Nate McMillan has never, outside of Atlanta, I guess, has never interviewed for a job in a coaching search and won it. He's taken over in the middle of the season all
Matt,
4 head coaching
Matt.
opportunities.
Matt, he didn't even interview for our job.
In Seattle, he took over middle of the season. Portland,
Bruh.
he took over middle of the season. Indiana, he took over middle of the season. And Atlanta, he took over middle of the season.
And guess what,
And
Matt?
all
He
4
got-
times they
he
had
got
a jump
fired.
when he took over. Yeah, all four times they had a little jump. Depending on talent level, it was about a different win margin each time. They had a little jump right when he took over. Then when he got the job full time, he became what he was.
Hey,
Right?
bruh.
A stagnant, boring,
So why
uncreative,
don't they
unimaginative
fire
coach.
him, Matt?
Damon, I've
So
been arguing with this all
and
day.
then Damon, he do the same. He go
Nick
to a new
Kessler,
team and he
your
pull the
boy,
same
your
con.
boy Nick, your boy Landry can just say, "Hey, Nate, don't come back. You're fired." See how easy
But
that is. But
Damon,
your boys don't do that,
but Damon,
hey,
that's what
Damon.
good con artists do. Damon, they fool
Ain't that
you.
bro.
Hey, let
Hey.
real quick. Hey, on the Nate thing, real quick, man, because I feel like Matt just don't want to just say this part because it is what it is, man. But the reason why I don't knock Nate so much is just because of the understanding of just where basketball in the world is right now. I agreed with you saying that Nate need to move out the picture because he just too old. Heck, I'm too old to coach these boys.
This old man needs to step down, bro. He said he know
Hey,
he
but I'm
old.
saying
He
though,
said that
today,
to the chat.
Matt, you need to go back when you can. Go to
Mhm.
what is it called? Odyssey app or whatever. Pull up 92.9 the game. They had Eddie Johnson on the radio, and he was just breaking it down and saying
Yeah.
which you got to understand. It's just that, bruh, compared to the way players used to be, today's game, the reason why, and you said this developed, this, that, like for me, it's mind blowing, but it's understandable. Why? It's because he breaking down and just pointed out these players don't go to college and stay in college. When you're in college, college coaches have control over players. Same thing in high school. So when you talking about Coach Carter, that's a high school coach. So therefore, he got control over his players still. Once they get to the NBA and they're young these days and stuff, 19, they ain't fully developing on stuff like that. It's a players' league. They don't have the control. The coaches don't have the control over players to truly discipline and do things of that nature that you should. I don't want to sound like somebody saying, "Oh, these players need to stay in college for 3 years," but something need to be figured out, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's going too much the other way where it's just young guys. And then you combine that with the fact that the NBA don't even call the game correctly no more. So it's just almost like, I don't know what NBA want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they want correct basketball play or they just want, 130 to 145 every single night, which is, we almost basically
But
see. But it's
Mike,
not so much. Well, I'm just saying it's not so much on Nate. Nate need to get out of here.
no,
Yeah, true and all that though.
I'm
But
just
it's just
saying, like, what?
Oh no, it's on Nate. It's on Nate.
So
no, bro.
clearly, right? So clearly,
It's
he's
on the
not good
whole
at development,
franchise,
right?
bro.
This dude
So-
has
It's
so
on the
never
whole
been.
franchise.
It would
Whole
be any old
franchise.
school
I
coach,
don't
not
like.
just Nate.
I just don't do the soul blaming. I don't do the
No,
soul
Yeah.
blaming
I
with
agree
Nate.
with that.
And Nate not
Eh,
number one on my list of issues. He on the list, but he's not number one.
All right, so Mike, what did this trade deadline tell you about the way that the front office viewed
No,
the
we're
team?
cheap as hell. We cheap as hell. That's all.
That's
I
a
mean,
deep
yes,
base.
we are cheap.
Niggas-
We are
It
cheap.
don't
Bro,
have nothing to do with
These
Nate.
niggas was saving money on
Oh
trades.
gosh.
Kim,
I
I
think-
agree
I
with you.
don't
We're
know.
cheap, but I think the trade deadline showed me they don't think that the roster is that bad. They think it need a couple of
Dude,
tweaks,
Okay,
but they don't
Matt,
think it's
Matt,
that
let me
Matt,
ask-
Matt,
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 let
Matt,
me
hold up.
ask-
Before you go any
I
further,
got you,
before you go
Jordan.
any
Jordan, I
further,
got you, Jordan. Hold on. Let me ask him a question real quick. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just ask this real quick, and you got it, bro. Matt, so do you feel like other teams was like way more aggressive than us? Because I feel like Dallas, they were way more aggressive. Everybody, nigga, the Suns got KD, my guy. Like, come on now. Like, we
Kim,
was
I
not
think
aggressive
other
at
teams.
all. Like,
Kim, I think other
Am I
teams that
loud?
look at their roster and they say like we got major holes, so we're willing to
Right.
So
sacrifice
you
future
saying
capital.
the Hawks don't have major holes right now, dog?
Well,
I don't
Matt,
say-
Matt,
Right,
Matt,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
making up stuff, bro.
I
No,
think
no,
I
no,
think
no.
it's
Russell got to be more
saying-
adamant, bro.
I think it's based off of expectation. I mean, look at the Suns, right?
Matt
I'm
making
just
up
saying.
stuff.
Wait,
But
wait,
they-
Matt,
No,
you over there telling
Hey,
Perry that
he said the Suns thought we got major holes and then traded
They
to have
did.
whatever all they traded for KD.
listen.
we have meaning like when I say we have major holes, we need a legit second or third star, whichever. If you feel Chris Paul is a star, I don't, but we need at this
Hey,
stage
we
of his
do?
career. No, I'm saying the Phoenix. They're like we need a second star, or we need somebody to go co-star with Devin Booker. We're having that's a major hole. So we're willing to give up significant capital to go get that guy. I'm saying the Hawks. I don't think that they feel like they are missing that. That's why they tinkered at the margins and they didn't do anything.
Man, the Hawks don't know they shit stink,
Matt,
bro.
you call our second star a dim star, and they're gonna get on here and say that, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we didn't need a second star, bro. Come on,
Get
bro.
Alex going now,
No,
Exactly.
that is true. That is true. I
Exactly.
said how they. I said what did the front? I said my question was, Mike, what do you
Hey,
at the front office with the trade deadline show you that the front office felt about the team? That's what I said. Not
Hey,
I
what
want to
said-
here real quick. Hold
I-
up, hold up. I want to tap in real quick here because I didn't get a chance to go there.
I got my fault, Jordan, on that.
Yeah, no, you're good. No, you're good, brother. All I want to say, Matt, is this, right? I know you were like, we didn't make any trades because obviously the front office feels that this roster is good enough, you know, and there's not enough major holes. It's kind of what you were putting out there, right? And that's why a trade wasn't made, right? My thing is this: I don't think it was that at all. I think what the issue is that you got the players that are having issues on this team that you guys want to move, and the front office believe this. The front office wants to move. They have bad contracts. They have bad value. They haven't played to the contract value, and thus you're not getting good value in return. A guy like JC, know this: if JC was making $15 million and not 25, he'd be off this team today. Okay,
No,
it's
I
not
agree
about,
with that.
you know what I mean. It's not about the players and them having confidence in the players as much as it is. The player's not playing to the value of the contract, so they can't move them at all. And that's
You don't
what
think
the
you
issue
could? You
was.
don't think they could have moved Bogey if they wanted to?
Well, Bogey's still with the way that
Bogey's that guy, bro.
Still-
Keep him, bro.
You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean?
Okay, guy.
Bogey has not been playing well recently, and nobody in this should probably be disputing that. Like he hasn't been playing to what he can play to, right? And I think other teams
Well,
know
maybe if our idiotic head coach wasn't playing him at backup point guard, then maybe Bogey would. Maybe he could just stand in the corner and shoot.
Gerald, he did. That's exactly what Nate did. He misrepresented himself.
My
That's exactly what he
goodness.
did.
You playing Bogey at backup point guard?
He
Like, what
misrepresented
you
himself
doing?
to a bunch of wins, though.
Now hold up.
No,
And
Matt,
here's my
Matt,
point.
you a lie though, because like Gerald said, my bad, Jordan, but Gerald said, and
You good, bro.
like Nate been straight up from day one. Hey, Nate told y'all I ain't want the job, but they sat there and forced the man take the job.
Hey, hold on, wait,
No,
Mike. When they
didn't-
offered him that $6 million a year contract, he didn't
No,
say no. I'm
they
good.
didn't force him. They
They didn't force him to
Okay,
sign
Matt,
that contract.
Matt,
Why would
Matt,
they
you
offer
gonna-
him?
you gonna say no to 6
him
years?
the contract, bro?
Bruh, let me tell you this, right?
Y'all would state that question all the time. They should have never.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Damon.
What did I
Damon.
say? Didn't I say you always do your due diligence? You still interview other people. I'm gonna tell you why he signed it, Matt. You know why? Because Tony Wrestler wanted him to be the freaking coach.
Probably so. But hey, Damon, when you need a plumber to
No,
sign
no,
and you
Matt.
look online and they got the good
But
website,
you got to tell that to the owner.
Let me tell you.
So I'm saying
Yeah,
they were
do.
fooled. They were
Let me tell you.
fooled by
Let me
Nate.
tell
That's
you.
what good con artists do.
They
Nobody ain't
wasn't
gonna turn down no
fooled.
$6 million.
They wasn't fooled. They just
Okay.
stupid, and that lets you know that they have no basketball knowledge.
And Damon, let me tell you this.
Dumb, bro.
And Damon, let me tell you, you're absolutely right. See, here's my thing. I'm upset with ownership in the front office that they forced us to keep this ridiculous coach
Yeah,
that doesn't know what he's doing.
I agree.
But
That's what,
as Matt said, the con
You
artist,
should be mad at the front office.
I am because see, but Damon,
too.
here's what I don't get.
So y'all
Right.
know when we get a new coach, we still gonna have the same front office, right?
No, but
I don't think
wait a minute, Pharaoh.
I think they showed today that we should have a little bit
Nate
fake.
is not a good coach. Okay, we need a great coach.
Man, I ain't
Okay.
say he was great.
Nate's a good. He's a good coach, bro. I
He
can't
doesn't-
sit here.
listen.
Hey, he's
Good,
a good
him
coach.
like-
We
him
good,
like
bro.
this.
Listen,
Good.
he's not
Good
good for
is good.
us. He's not. No, listen. He's not good for us. Yes,
Not
You
good
said
for
someone
us.
said
He's
not a
been
good
fired
coach.
4 times. The man is.
All
Coaches
right,
get
all right,
fired
you're
all the
right.
time. Don't
Kim,
do
all
that.
right, hold on,
Goodness.
Kim.
Yeah,
Kim,
but it's just
what?
It just look at our
This
team,
man-
bro. Like
man
I'm gonna let you
average
get there,
everywhere
man.
he went.
But look at our team, bro. We got a bunch of tweeners.
Yeah.
What's up? Somebody say something?
Kim, what?
Yeah,
okay.
we just,
Nate's
bro.
clear.
What's up?
What is Nate good at?
Yeah, what's
so
up?
he's not good at developing,
Nothing.
and he's not good at strategy. So what is he good at?
Clapping.
No,
Well,
I'm gonna let Kim
wait.
answer. What is
He
he
good
good at?
I
Clapping
answer
and
when
standing.
you
I'll
get
break
a
it.
chance. When my turn comes.
Clapping, standing, and sitting there
I
with
can't
his
hear y'all
arms
breaking
folded.
up.
I'm gonna tell you.
Just
I'm
talk.
gonna tell
No, I
you,
can't.
Matt. I'm gonna tell you who not better than Nate McMillan. Becky Hammond.
Becky Hammond.
Hey, Demond.
I'd say
Demond, I
Becky.
guarantee you.
Hey man, you should never say that Becky Hammond shit.
Hey, I stand by
Becky-
that.
Becky-
Just like an analyst, you can attest to this. Just like before Thanksgiving, I stood by Bay and I said,
Bay
I think they're
trash,
gonna go
bro.
get him.
Man, Sadiq.
I
Bay-
think Becky.
Hold up. You over here
What's up?
saying you stood by Bay like he's some type of all-star.
No, he's not an all-star, but like I said, he is what we're not totally. He's part of what we're
I'm glad
man.
you thought that.
You know what, Matt?
And you about to say he what we
You know what,
missing.
Matt? I know why you like Sadiq Bay. You know why I know you like him? Because his defensive rating is 119. That shit is worse than Trey Young. Bro, what the... And I know you don't believe in defense, but how we going to stop the other team from scoring?
Hey, all I'm saying is
Matt, 119, my guy.
team. He came from a terrible defensive team. Oh, but hold on, wait. We skipping over what I asked.
Yeah,
What
no,
is
no.
Nate good at? I need y'all to come with the specifics.
What
is he good at?
You need to be asking that question to ownership because we all say fire him.
Not Mike and not Gerald, and I guess not Kim.
And Pharaoh too.
No, I said he is. Y'all said he's horrible, and he's the. Y'all said he's
I
horrible,
didn't say he's
and he's the
horrible.
main problem. He is
said
not
he's
the
not
main
good.
problem on this
He's
team.
average.
Fire him.
This man
He's
got
average.
Nobody
My
said
issue-
don't
My
fire
issue
him.
is
I don't
this
think
my
anybody
issue-
necessarily saying that. We just not on the same page as you of like soul blaming Nate and making him seem like
That's
he's
what
the biggest
that's
issue
what
in
I'm
the
saying,
world,
Mike.
bro.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. I don't have. It's not that I think Nate shouldn't be removed from this team. It's not that I think that he's the building block coach. What I'm saying is, when you guys come on here every single night, the reason that this team loses is always the same, and it's Nate McMillan. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna lose games with the next coach. You know what I mean? There's going to be some other fundamental issues.
I disagree because see,
You're not going to lose games. We're going 82-0 here.
But Jordan, it's not that the fact that we're going to lose games with Jordan. It's the fact that we're second in the league and blown second half leads. I mean, that's to me, that's a direct indictment on the coach.
But Matt,
get leads and you lose them consistently.
This is what me and Matt do when we lose. We analyze why we lose, right? And when we lose,
I'll move the goalpost, Mike.
It typically attests. It typically is due to whether we get stuck on offense or the defense is not good, or there's something in the game to where
y'all like blaming other people. That's what it is. Y'all like to analyze the game and blame people that's not even on the court with the ball in their hands. Y'all be like, you know what? Dang, man, Trey just made that turnover because coach didn't develop it.
But my thing is,
Trey made the turnover because Nate didn't tell him to pass the ball.
What I'm saying, if you accumulate all these leads, you have to have some form of talent.
Tim,
you have to. If you consistently form all these leads, you gotta have some form of talent. And you lose them. You lose all these leads, all these second half leads.
Due to the talent.
10-point lead. How you get the lead to begin with? A 15-point lead.
Tibbs better than Nate.
Just put he ain't.
I said that in the past.
They the same.
He is.
They are the
close.
same.
They're
No,
close.
they're not.
I'll tell you who's a
Six
better
in
coach
one
than them,
hand,
for
a dozen
sure.
in them.
The
Half a
record,
dozen in the other.
them
Billy
records this
Donovan.
year-
I'll take
the-
Billy Donovan over
the
Nate
record,
all day.
the records this year tell something
What has
different.
Billy Donovan done in the NBA?
Coming into
He
1
got
year
to a
right.
conference finals and won a couple games, and the next didn't he get to 2 straight in 3 years or something like that?
Listen, I want Quinn
Billy
Snyder.
Donovan?
I want Jay Wright.
Didn't Billy Donovan get to 2 Western Conference finals in 3 years?
Didn't who?
Billy Donovan.
Hell no. He coached Oklahoma
Sure.
City Thunder, dog.
With who?
No, I'm saying I
He
know.
was the Chicago Bulls.
No, I know, but I'm saying then when he was with Oklahoma City, didn't he get to the conference finals twice in 3 years?
What?
Or was it once?
With who?
Was it once? Billy Donovan.
With who? With
He
who?
got-
You know he coached KD in them, Damon.
I think it was Scott Brooks. I thought.
No,
No,
he
that
was
was Scott Brooks
KD.
with Westbrook. I'm talking that was with
No,
Scott
Billy
Brooks
Donovan
coached.
got there all he had with Westbrook. That was it. No.
I could've sworn-
When they had Chris Paul and Schroeder, what did they do?
I could have sworn he coached KD in that 3.
Actually, Demar, he
conference
overachieved,
that 3-1 lead.
he overachieved with that team.
Yeah, they had a 3-1. Remember that? They had a 3-1 lead
Now
against Golden
Kevin
State.
Durant, now that the Russell Westbrook, that's different. But with Chris Paul, he overachieved with that team.
Hey, he in
And he
Chicago
overachieved.
now.
He ain't
Time
been
out
in
now.
no
Isn't he in
conference
Chicago now?
finals.
I'm
Yeah.
not the
He
Yeah.
in Chicago now, right? Y'all
I'm
remember
not-
Chicago having a great season last season, right? And then what they do in the playoffs? But yeah,
I'm-
They
Billy
had a bunch of
Donovan.
injuries.
though.
What they do?
Injuries.
And what they doing right
whatever,
now?
Bro. Whatever,
hired.
bro. What they doing now? Chicago
hired.
just so much better.
Hey, where's their starting point guard that they gave $80 million to in free agency? And he hurt?
What?
LaMelo? Don't
Bro,
need
that
to do
dude,
don't
bro,
need
that
to
dude
do knee.
gone. That dude told
Bruh,
he-
are you
Hey, y'all.
serious, Matt? You pointing out LaMelo when they got like what 4 other former All-Stars, 4 other dudes on that roster who been All-Stars. Drummond has made an All-Star game. Vucevic, if I'm not wrong, has with Orlando. You still got DeMar and you got Zach LaVine, and you gonna sit here and try and bail this man out from one player, Lonzo, who ain't never sniffed the All-Star team or led a team on his own and being like successful in that way. Bro, don't bring up Lonzo Ball. Billy Donovan got players to still rock with.
That's their point guard. They don't have their point
Well,
guard. That's one.
I tell you
Two.
what. I'm not super high on Billy. I like Quinn Snyder better, but that team is awful. I mean, it's so unbalanced. They got about 800 guards on that team, and then they got 2 bigs. But no, listen, I think Billy. I like Billy, but like I said, I prefer Quinn Snyder.
I know who don't want to see Chicago.
I'm jealous
You know,
of that.
I know Trae Young don't want to see Chicago.
So,
He be getting locked
Hey,
up.
hey, yo, but I agree with y'all with the coaches and whatnot. But what y'all fail to realize is that we need players, bro. DeAndre Hunter, he's a bench player. John Collins, I like John. So when DeAndre Hunter was guarding Brandon Ingram, that just shows, bro, it's levels to this, bro. If we was to have a Brandon Ingram on our team, we would probably be like 4th seed right now.
I don't know because he ain't been healthy all year.
I get it, but look
DeAndre Hunter's a bench player.
Now,
Hold on.
if you
He's a
said
bench
Kevin
player, bro.
Durant, then
Can you
on board.
justify why you say he's a bench player?
Because what is DeAndre Hunter average?
16,
What's his average?
15 and a half.
16. Okay, I'll say 15.
They almost got
But
him right.
he's very inconsistent. One game he'll give you 20. Another game, I feel like him come off the bench. That's good firepower off the bench. But starting every day, bro, nah. I guess his defense. You can say his defense is good, but I be seeing him get thrashed every night. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. Like
That's why his
I'm
defensive
not
rate so damn high.
I know I ain't been a fan as long as Damon or like Mike or nothing like that. But I'm 23, bro. I've been repping these folks since like 2005, 2006, bro. I'm ready to see some real players in here, bro. Like some real dogs. Like, bro, we don't I don't know, but I just know DeAndre Hunter. We should have packaged him, John Collins, Jalen Johnson. I like Jalen Johnson. I'm just throwing names out there now. Jalen Johnson, somebody else. We should have wanted to go get like a good 3-guard, bro. Because DeAndre Hunter, bro, he's not it, bro.
3-guard. You
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Let me ask Mike.
You could have just went and got Kevin Durant.
Mike, what do you think, bro? Do you think DeAndre Hunter is a good starter for us, bro? Do you think and Damon, Mike and Damon?
Oh,
With DeAndre,
I'm leaning to the fact that DeAndre need to go. I mean, I already said it
he's
before this
trash,
trade
bro.
deadline ended, and it should have
He's
happened two,
mid,
three
bro.
seasons ago. We we as a Hawks fans and everything like that, bro. We got to be we can't be scared, bro, to package up these quote unquote young guys with potential that we waiting on to go get proven
Exactly.
commodities. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
tired
We
of
can't keep
potential, bro.
doing
I
this.
hate that
Like
word potential,
literally,
bro. I hate that
like we
word.
see
Especially after
Phoenix
3 or
and
4
did it.
years.
Like bro, Phoenix was literally just building up Mikal Bridges, bro. They were literally
Exactly.
just motivating him to be more aggressive on offense, working him into things, getting him to go. Like again, I play FanDuel. The boy been doing it lately. You know what I'm saying? He really has.
Mikael
And you
Bridges,
saw
he
him
better than DeAndre Hunter.
last time we
And hold
played
on,
him. He was
and
aggressive offensive, and they moved him.
Mike, let me know how that works out in May.
In May,
Well,
man, I'll
Or
let
the
you
end
know
of
how we
April.
worked out in May. It ain't.
No,
Can we
no,
make it to May?
I'm saying
Who,
they
who got a better
mortgaged the farm to
outlook to
get
make
Kevin
it to
Durant.
May?
listen.
Who has a better outlook to make it to May? The Phoenix Suns or the Atlanta Hawks?
I think it's about the same.
You know damn
So,
well
so,
that ain't the
so
same.
Matt, Mike Wilson, Mike Wilson question again?
anyways, like I said, I've been vocal about it. Listen, I mean, I like Brandon Ingram, but that dude literally sit on the bitch more than he probably.
And if y'all think Trae Young a black hole with the ball,
I'll take
imagine
Scotty
what Ingram is.
But no, listen, I
right now
am
over
for.
DeAndre Hunter.
I was for Kevin Durant. That's who I was for. I like a guy like him. I mean, but Matt, I mean, I don't think you ever answered. But listen, I'm thinking about a Kevin Durant with. I mean, with Trae Young, man, come on now, and then our Dim Star finally slide to our third option, you know,
Dim
and
Star,
That'd
that's
be
then
crazy.
ideal.
and
That would
guess
be
what?
ideal.
And then we'll have them, man. Like, come on.
I
Like,
just think a lot of
that's who I'd be willing to get aggressive for.
I think
Or
a lot of
convenient,
fans
if
they
Hey,
dude
Matt,
was
how dim
available
was he
off
tonight,
the
Matt? Matt, how dim was DeJounte tonight?
He was real dim, especially with them turnovers.
or as Matt would say, he was flickering.
Yeah, really. I mean, look, I don't want to make it sound like I know Farrell think I don't like Murray. And that's not the case. It's not that I don't like him. It's the fact that I do. I like his personal story. I mean, I connect with it. It's amazing. I get all that. But on the court where he get paid to do, if y'all told me he's a above average role player, I would never say anything about him. But if y'all are saying he's somewhat close to Trae or he's on the same level as Trae, then the rubric got to come out. That's when we got to grade
I don't
him.
think anybody never said DJ is like a top 15.
Oh no! You must see the chat. You must
top
see the
15.
Chat. I see people talking about DJ.
I don't know. I can't pinpoint where Damon and Mike said it, but they kind of inferred it where like he's somewhere in the vicinity.
No, time out though. Hold on, Matt. Like Farrell just said, we inferred that DJ is a top 15 player. We did that.
No.
That's all
I mean.
Based on the way y'all talk about him and the way y'all describe
If he was leading the team better, that don't mean he's a better player than Trae.
I'd rather have him and Trae. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so that means he's in the same ballpark. And if y'all think that, then we got to grade him like
you can see with your own eyes he'd be leading the team most of the time better. People gravitate to him more. That don't mean he's better than Trae.
I think it's better ball movement with him in the game versus Trae. But also, I think that a lot of that has to do with the system or lack thereof when Trae's in the game because certain people that get paid millions of dollars to game plan, they think if I got Trae in the game, I don't have to do anything. I could just let Trae do his thing.
Hey Matt, real quick,
let Trae
cook.
But I did want to. I did want to give us. I did want to answer Gerald's question on the grade for the trade deadline. I'm giving us, and I gave us this earlier. I'm sticking with it. I like the deals that we made today. As Matt knows, we've had some heated debates about Bay, but trading picks for Bay, I'm fine with. If it was John Collins, I've been very upset. But I think today I'm giving us a C-.
Yep.
I think that we addressed
Nothing.
one need and a half.
Nothing?
We still
Not really, bro.
That's
I
what
feel like,
but
I'm gonna let you go, analyst. I'm just gonna say this real quick, bro. I feel as if when we get a 3-guard, a real 3-guard, and a legit like backup point guard, because who our backup? Aaron Holiday.
I mean, yeah, that needs to be upgraded for
That's
sure.
that's
But
so
Capella. I think. Oh, what's up? My fault. Go on.
I'll be real quick, all right? When
Oh,
I
you
see
good, man.
Bones Highland go for 2 lousy second round
Analyst,
picks
yes, bro. That's all I was thinking about.
coming,
Get Bones,
coming
yes,
from
bro.
the,
Yes,
coming from the
get Bones, bro.
Clippers, when I see 2
I
second
thought about you when they traded him.
bruh, I was so mad.
Oh, he
I
was so
like,
mad, bro. We did a
I
live
was-
today. He was fired
Where
up.
Bones go? Where Bone go?
The Clippers.
Clippers.
No, them picks gonna be 60th and 59th, and we sit up here. We traded every second round pick for everybody else, but we gonna sit here and not get Bones. We could have got Bones. We could have went out there and got active for some other players. Listen, I'm gonna say this one last thing, right? Oh yeah, and then this is also a good question.
he mean I think Kim means a small forward 0.
Well, listen, I think Kevin Durant.
Is that what
would've
you
been
mean?
great,
Is that what you mean, Kim? You mean a small forward?
Yeah, 3.
No,
Yeah.
Gerald. You go and you get Bones hot. First of all,
Not a dim 3.
I don't know how
Not a
in
dim
the
three.
world. I don't know how in the world Bogdanovich survived today. Okay,
Me
He's
either.
that guy. He's that guy.
it was
He's
by
that guy.
it was by the grace of God that he survived today. Okay, this dude was a lock to be gone. So no, what I would have did, because by the way, I don't know if anyone noticed. Today was the market of second round picks. Everyone was going for seconds.
Jesus
Seconds were
Christ,
flying
no doubt.
over all over the league.
There's like 15 second round picks gone today.
Yeah.
15.
I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Because
But
of the cap.
you trade 2 seconds for Bones, and then you move and then you move Bogdanovich, right? I know there were deals out there. They probably didn't feel comfortable with those deals, but you move
How
Bogdanovich.
many seconds we got, Matt? I mean, Adams. How many
Well,
seconds we got?
Well, and going into the day, we had 15. We traded 7 today, so we got 8 left.
Yeah.
So I feel good. I still even feel good about the seconds we have left.
And you got to
girl, the Lakers wanted him. The Lakers want. I didn't want no Patrick Beverly, but the Lakers.
The Bucks wanted him, Gerald. The Bucks wanted him.
And Toronto. Toronto wanted him. The Clippers wanted him. I mean, not the Clippers. The
So
Clippers.
y'all saying that y'all wanted to trade Bogey for some second round picks? That's what y'all saying?
Not me.
No,
not me. I love Bogey.
I didn't say that. I like
I
Bogey
think
too.
I think the reason they didn't trade
That's what
Bogey
Matt
was
said.
Bogey. I love
no. I'm not saying trading for seconds.
I
I'm
be hearing
saying
y'all
that
crucify him. I'll be like, man, y'all don't know.
Trading for some different type of positions.
I think the Detroit, that 3-team trade came by so late in the day that they couldn't trade Bogey because
he got switched to 4-team deal. Who got in on it? Because they kept saying 4-team at the end of the game.
I think they added that Portland deal into it, so it was Detroit.
It happened late because our front office went to go have brunch, and they actually went to sleep last night instead of burning the midnight oil and working. You know what I'm saying?
I
They
was
decided to, live a regular life and all this bull.
Man,
I was reading a bunch of stuff on Twitter, and they was pissed off.
The Detroit deal, it was only like 45 minutes left.
Bruh, I'm sitting up here, bro.
After 2 o'clock.
They was probably on California time. I don't know.
I don't like to discount people or what they do, bro. I think I was up later and more prepared than them. I mean, they woke up around 11:30. They went out here and Landry and Nick.
Analyst was on it. I already know analyst, boy. He was looking at all them damn trades. As soon as
they went out to brunch. They got dessert. They got dessert.
They were everywhere.
They got dessert to go back to the facility.
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they saw, oh, it's trade deadline. You know, we got a couple minutes left. Let's go in here and listen.
Hey, analyst, hold up a second. I asked me and analyst when we were on our live today. I asked him a funny question, right? Because there were so many second round picks going at the
I was
deadline,
watching
right?
that live too. That's funny.
Oh, were you? Another boy. I'm curious for one of y'all. Like, let's start with Matt here because I'm interested in what you would say. Right? How many first round picks do you think it would take to get a star in this league? How many second round picks do you think it would take? Like you know what I mean? Because there were so many dealt, bro. People were dropping 5.
Well, I think the second round picks was because of the cap space.
So, right? No, I get, but I'm asking you. A team comes to you and they say, "Hey, we want Trae Young." How many second round picks is it taken to prime away?
Oh, so many.
It don't matter. It don't matter because we trying to build up everybody. We're not trying to win now. So we're gonna be as frugal as possible.
No, I
just mean theoretically.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. 25.
Almighty.
It would be like 20-25, be something like that.
I mean, Kim, I slightly disagree. I don't think we're trying to build them up. I think and I'm glad they didn't do this. I saw analysts yesterday, a couple days ago. Don't mortgage the future to try to save this year. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm happy that they didn't do that. That they used the second round picks.
No, it's not necessarily we trying to save this year. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to, I wouldn't save it a little bit, but build. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to sharpen your iron. You know what I'm saying? Because we come on now. Like if you want to be honest, we really got smaller because we traded away Frank. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying?
We got back Bruno. We got back Bruno.
What's he, 6'11", 6'10"?
I don't think so. Okay, like Brandon Ingram, to me, like I think y'all have y'all gotta appreciate fit more than just names. Not saying you don't can. I'm just saying in general, like you gotta fit is really important. So if you just throw a whole bunch of stars on one team together, it may not fit, and then it's gonna look disjointed.
But look,
it's gonna look funky.
Look, check
so
this,
you don't like Brandon Ingram? I'm missing.
That's what I was about to say.
I mean, he cool. I don't like, for instance, the team he on. I don't really know all them dudes fit together. Like him and Zion.
They do. They've been really good when they were, but I prefer KD over Ingram because
all of us do analysts.
But
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Matt. I'm gonna be real with you. In basketball, the reason why people don't fit is because they selfish. It's just simple as that. That's all I got to say.
You think that's it?
Matt, let me piggyback off what Mike just said, because I'll finish something along the lines of that. But, Matt, just imagine, bro, you got Trae can ball handle, DeJounte can ball handle, and you got 3 ball – I wouldn't say, well, you just can handle the ball. Don't you think that would make life easier for the whole team? That's all I'm trying to get at. Yeah, we can.
No, but I think you can
– this and that, but it's like, bro, bring Brandon Ingram here. Just get, bro. You know when Trae is having his Trae moments, like Mike be saying, he be trying to show folks up and whatnot. And DeJounte, the damn star. I'll give you that. Just imagine we had another guy. We just throw it to him, bro, at the elbow or something.
I wanted
he go to work, bro.
I
know.
But
we all want KD.
Can't you have that with a system though?
But at the same Matt, if you want to be honest, bro, I mainly watch the Hawks. I ain't gonna cap, but I be watching other teams, bro. It's a system, this and that. Them niggas, bro, they go out there and do what they do. Yeah, coach tell them to do this, but bro, at the end of the day,
I don't know what teams you watch, but Hey,
man, hey.
Houston.
Houston. It's called sports. I mean, it's not. It's not that. Well, I put it like this. When I be saying system is overrated, it's more so because I'm talking to y'all, and y'all meaning analysts and Matt, and more so Matt or whatever, because it's like y'all put that system so high or whatever. And I'm like, bro, you putting that system above like actual players who can do something. Like, again, I get it, bro. Like I don't know. The main example is like, I don't know, when you start talking maybe Bill Belichick or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this system doing without necessarily the player? Or I mean, it's examples like that. Because even so, though, because when you talk about these great coaches with great systems, even Greg Popovich, it ain't like he got this great system in which we all know, but his great system don't work with just average players. You got to have great players who want to be coached, who allow themselves to be coached, and they also actually great themselves, because no matter what within the sport, it comes down to that player beating who's across from them. And if you can't consistently beat who's across from you, my system ain't gonna do nothing too much, bro. Not all the time, because at the end of the
But
day,
Mike,
though, it's like
but Mike,
what
if you're a shooter, Mike, right? And if you're a shooter, and I ask you, hey, Mike, beat analysts off the dribble 15 times a game or 12 times a game, right? And that's not how you score. You're gonna look bad. You're gonna turn the ball over, like we're saying with Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna look
and bogey
disjointed. You're gonna look not confident 100% of the time, because that's not your game. And that's
hey, man,
with Nate.
me,
He
me,
asks a
me,
lot
me,
of players on
me
the
personally,
team.
like, can anyone explain
me
to me
per-
why bogey is a point guard?
that me personally, that's just saying that you suck. Bogey the point guard, because basically the team is constructed stupid and Aaron Holiday not here.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever, though. But like, yeah, at
We
the end of
got
the
we
day,
had
you
we had
suck,
we had a
bro.
6'8"
Because
point
no,
guard
Matt,
on the
listen to
bench.
me, because this is also my debate when I'm breaking down the Hawks when we in certain situations. I tell people, like, even as we continue to elevate, we'll win in certain stuff like that. But if we don't have enough guys who consistently beat their man one-on-one or by themselves or whatever, bro, you suck. Because defense
Exactly. DeAndre Hunter.
and in basketball, defense is no as in basketball, and especially the NBA, the more important the game is, the better the defense is going to be and more physical it is. I'm telling you, bro, all that needing help to get open and get my bucket, bro. Like, as a basketball player, I can shut you down any moment. It's just a matter of me deciding to do it. You feel me? Like, I don't know how else to explain that. That's what happens to JC a lot of times. That's what can happen to DeAndre and stuff like that. Like, I get what you're saying, but we got, in a sense, too many guys like that or whatever. It's like, okay, DJ came in this year, that helped us. All right, we need one in the front court. That's why I expressed the skill set that Gallo had as important, because Gallo had the skill set to win one-on-one regardless at any moment, that get us a guaranteed bucket or foul regardless. Because again, like I said, sometimes systems don't work, bro. You need those players to do it, and Gallo in a sense had that skill set to be able to do that on the front court. Now, I'm with you with Sadiq Bay, because I like Sadiq Bay, because I think Sadiq Bay can do offensively what we wish Dre can do. Even though Dre averages more points, even though Dre can do certain things and go get buckets, but see, Sadiq is a better, like, he's a better offensive player, bro. He got better feel.
Who do
He's
you
not as
think's the
stiff.
better
Like
player,
when
Mike?
Mike
Who
was
you think
breaking
the
it
better
down and
overall
saying,
player?
like, he has the ability to do certain moves or whatever to be able to get something and make something happen in a small confined space when it ain't necessarily there either. Versus where Dre, if he ain't necessarily gonna overpower you or like out basic you, bro, it ain't there. It just ain't there. Like,
Who
I
you
don't
think
know. I
better,
don't
Mike?
know if I'm making
Oh, my
full
fault.
sense or not, but I'm trying my
No, I
best to
understand what you're
explain.
saying. I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily. I understand it. I don't know if I agree with it. I mean, I don't know, Mike. If Kim said who you think is better, I think
Yeah,
DeAndre's
who do you
better,
think
hands
better?
down.
Okay.
Better than
Who you think,
Sadiq
Mike?
So
Yeah, who you think
Matt,
better out of the two?
versus Sadiq and DeAndre,
DeAndre.
who better?
Yeah. Yeah, like overall.
Man,
You
it's
and
tough,
you
but
next, Amos. You next, Amos. Next,
my
bro.
argument with bringing a lot of guys in here, and fans be like, no, it's Trey. I know I be on Trey a lot though, but I believe Trey can unlock Sadiq even more in a sense or whatever. Sadiq not playing with the Trey type or whatever. He already, I feel like, close to Dre, and then have the potential to give more to Dre at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Matt, you bring it up, he'll drop 50. Dre can't do that. I don't
Yeah,
For
believe
me,
Dre
yeah.
can do it.
And he
for
younger too.
30
me,
is
He
50.
23.
30 is
He's
50
23.
for Dre. 30 is 50 for Dre. 30 to
Yeah.
35 or whatever. That's 50 for Dre.
now Matt, I wanna put something out there, right? Because by the way, shout out to Dominique. He said it. We could have, if I know people said we couldn't get Katie. Listen, there's always ways to get players that you want. But
Amen.
I'm speaking, right? I'm just speaking like, hypothetically, if we had smart people working. Listen, tell me, Matt, who would stop a DHO with Kevin Durant coming off of it?
I'm not saying Kevin Durant is not a good player. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Fame.
No.
All that stuff.
I'm talking about specifically the
I'm
DHO.
saying that I'm saying that Kevin. I'm saying I personally would not. The Phoenix deal. I mean, they went for it. I personally think they're going to regret it in a year from now because Chris Paul is already over the hill, as we saw tonight. Booker, to me, he hot and cold, especially in the playoffs. And I don't think Kevin Durant can be your best player anymore in the playoff setting when the defense is focused on him.
I'm talking about with us. You got Trey, and then you got Demstar Murray, but hey, he good a lot of the time, right?
Demstar.
You know, Murray,
Trey. I'm gonna let you continue, but your boy, you know how your boy be, bro. He sold on KD is over the hill, man. He ain't finna see nothing that you're saying. So go ahead though.
But also,
I just think he's over the hill. I do.
Also, well, by the way, no. To answer the question, no one is stopping a DHO with Kevin Durant coming off. No one. Only person that can stop
over the hill.
Only person that can stop the DHO.
Explain to me over the hill, like on a steep decline or something, or
he thinks he's on a decline. He thinks.
I don't think. No, I mean, obviously, Chris Paul that fell off the hill. I mean, you know, he's rolling, he's tumbling down it as we speak. Kevin Durant is not there yet. He's still on the hill. He's just slightly over it. Like, meaning he's capable of having outbursts. He's capable of having, you know, great games. But
due to his age or his play,
I think both. I think in the playoff setting,
Matt, you can't cap, bro. If KD comes to us right now,
look at that lineup right there. You telling me?
First of all,
we're a championship team.
How you gonna have Bay in the starting lineup over Hunter?
Hunter will be gone.
A lot of people are saying that.
I mean, I don't think so. I wouldn't do it because it's going to take a lot. Like you saw what it took to get Kevin Durant. You're gonna have to trade.
I just told you what I will offer, and that's not. I mean, it's actually, and hypothetically, Mikal Bridges is what really did it. Every other player that I would have offered is better than the other two players. Now the picks and all that stuff that's good, but I'm just
giving up, Analyst?
Also, I said I'm offering John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, 3 picks and 2 pick swaps.
Yeah, you do that, bro. I like Jalen, but you get AJ. For us to really get a star, bro, that's why I was just saying, as fans, bro, you gotta let that go. We're gonna have to give up one of them, to be honest with you. And 2-3 years ago, it was Dre, Cam, and Kev in a sense. You was gonna have to give up like 2 out of that 3, and everybody was too scared to do it. We got to do it, bro, at some point.
I'm not.
If we truly trying to win.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying don't do it for a guy at 33.
Well, then who?
You know what I'm saying?
Who, Matt? Who for you then, Matt? Did we do that
I said Cat.
So you for Cat over KD?
No, I'm saying Cat. The asking price is lower.
I'll take Julius Randle over Cat, bro. I'll take Julius Randle over Cat, honestly.
Yeah, I might take Julius over Cat. To be honest with you. And I was actually somebody who wanted Cat like 2 seasons ago.
We didn't shift it to Cat that quick, God, dog. Anyways, also I'm sick of Landry Fields giving these little 5-minute press conferences. Can you give us a real press conference?
He don't be saying shit.
Like God,
I just quickly want to touch on. I didn't get a chance to speak on that DeAndre Hunter and Sadiq Bay argument there. Who's better? This, that, the other. Here's what I'll say. Right, there's no question. I think like defense is obviously a hard skill to learn in the NBA, and Sadiq Bay lacks some defensive talent right now. Right, there's no debating that. But another thing that's really hard to learn in the NBA is how to use your size efficiently. Right, and Sadiq Bay gets to the line a whole lot more than DeAndre Hunter, and I think there's something to be said about that. So what I'll say is this: they're literally complete opposite. You know what I mean? On one side, right, you got great defense with a limited offensive player. He can shoot, but recently he's been struggling, right? But the one biggest thing with him is that you're not going to get him to the line because he doesn't know how to use his size efficiently in the paint, and he can't dribble, and he's not athletic enough to get there efficiently, right? I think we all agree with that. Yes. But when you're talking about Sadiq Bay, you're talking about a limited defender right now, who has the size and potential to be good in the defensive side of the ball. However, he's lacking the knowledge as of now, right? Furthermore, though, you got an offensive weapon who can shoot threes pretty efficiently, and one that really knows how to use his size, and he's not afraid to get into the paint. So I don't really think it's fair to judge who's better at this point, because they play the same position, but that's the only thing that's the same between them, right?
Yeah, they have different games. The lack of athleticism, I think that's the one thing that's similar with both of them. But
at least
who's playing defense?
Sadiq knows how to use his size. At least Sadiq knows how to get to the paint and use his size.
But that's what I'm about to say. You can't lack
WNBA.
athleticism, bro, and not have like real skill. If you're gonna lack athleticism, you better have some skill. And Sadiq, he makes up for not having athleticism for having the skill set to be able to get his bucket. And then on top of that,
I agree. That's
to
what
the
I'm saying
line
there,
and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm really intrigued about that thing or whatever. I mean, I know you like Sadiq, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. Hold on, wait. I want to address that comment. Are all y'all up here? Are y'all taking Phoenix now? Phoenix is y'all new team in the West now.
Hold on, I don't really think. Okay, sorry. I think there's something really to be said about how that team's going to operate. You know what I mean? Like at least to start, because here's the thing, and this is just something that I'm a little concerned about. When you add a player of that magnitude in the middle of the season, it can make, some rotations pretty hard to adjust to, because who's going to be that guy who gets the ball at the end of the fourth quarter? A lot of people here are going to be prone to say KD, but it's their team, and they're so used to one system that's worked for them for a while, and they've had success in that system, right? So I think that there might be a little bit of chemistry, right? There might be a couple chemistry things here. I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you. I'm a Chris Paul guy as well.
Chris Paul event, though.
Chris Paul,
make sure they get right, bro.
Yeah,
man, whatever, bro. You put KD on the court with Book, Chris Paul is gonna control and run that team correctly, bro. Like, trust me, he is.
Yeah, no.
Gonna be the
so Mike, who playing defense on that team?
Hold up. Let me finish, Mike. Let me finish, Matt. Okay. But what I will say about the Suns, dude, to Mike's point, whether you think Chris Paul is a less efficient shooter, everything else, right? One thing that he's always been is a proper floor general, right? And he knows how to control the floor better than anybody on the offensive side of the ball. He knows how to get people where they need to be, and he does have a lot of knowledge when it comes to the game of basketball. So he will get players their spots. And the one thing I will say about Phoenix that is really scary, bro, is you can't double anybody on that team, because you can't leave Devin Booker open either. You know what I mean?
I got a lot of problems with your tense. You're using current tense. You need to use past tense when you're talking about Chris Paul.
No, I think
listen, Chris Paul, this dude needs to go, and he needs to go right over
his career, his basketball, not personally, his basketball career. He in hospice right now.
But what Jordan's talking about, though, Chris Paul did it tonight. I watched Chris Paul do what Jordan talking about. He did it tonight. It's just who he was passing it to, breaking shots, and they ain't good.
It's not about him.
Replaced it with Book and Kevin Durant.
Well, Mike, that's no different than when Trey set somebody up perfectly and they clanked the shot like DeAndre Hunter yesterday or the day before yesterday. He get a beautiful pass by Trey, and he throw the ball and he fumbled the ball to Brandon Ingram.
Analyst, you're correct. It's no different. Just Trey not as consistent and great on the level of floor general as Chris Paul is. Because Trey still get that itch when his inner alarm clock go off, and he be like, I got to go. And he go into that mode sometimes, bro. So, again, I agree with you. But, analyst, you not like Matt. You would have liked KD to come here. And I'll be saying the same thing. But that's what I say about Sadiq. I was just saying that. I give Trey his credit. It's the same thing with the Chris Paul. Just Trey got to get on that Hall of Fame point guard consistency level at it. But I think Trey unlocks a Sadiq Bay even more. You feel me? Like, the dude already can try and get his on his own or whatever, but you playing with a point guard like Trey, like that unlocks his game, I feel like, more. That's going to get him more buckets or whatever. Me personally, any player, I'll just add, like, you know how you go on games and you get the extra points and you got to select what attribute you're going to boost up on the player, but it can go by like +2 or something. Like, that's what Trey basically can do for players, whatever they come here. That's the way I see it. So, I like what we did, man. I like what we did. The only thing we didn't address was the backup point guard, but we needed a backup wing player. Got it. Check. And we needed another backup big. And Bruno, he's better than Frank, like in the sense that he's the if okay, there you go, Matt. If you want to talk about fits, Bruno is a better fit than Frank. Even though
I agree.
I can
That's
say
why for
Frank
me, I got to
Frank
be. I
can
think
fit, but as I said, Frank can fit if you just play basketball and not selfishly or whatever, just how he plays and stuff like that. But Bruno, yeah, he just faster. He's swifter feet. Any center who can just run more is gonna quote
hey,
unquote
he
fit
might be up
better
there.
with them.
Let's see him on the court. He might be up there with Capella. Let's just say he
Uh,
might be on the
it,
court
but
pride
I mean,
stat line.
I'm
I
happy with
believe
Bruno. Everybody dissing him, but I'm happy with bringing Bruno back, man.
I
It's
like him.
cool. I
I
mean,
like
I
him.
of
I
course he could have did other things, but for as me expecting to just get like, I was expecting to get like $200,000, bro. That's what I was expecting to get. So what we did was
I
great.
like what they did. I do. I like what they did. I
um
like what they did.
I like and see the Bay pickup is more of what we gave up. I'm fine with the second round picks. I was
I
super
heard
ecstatic
5 though.
when we
That's crazy.
yeah,
The
that
Hawks
is
really
crazy.
ain't never really did
Um,
anything with second round picks though.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't care about
I
it.
uh,
don't, I
um
don't
Outside of
either.
the
It just
top
5
35,
seems funny.
well
if,
Almighty
between
Finesse,
30 and
I can
35, they're important. But outside of
I can say
35,
the same thing about Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a rental. Okay, he's gonna be a free agent this year.
well, with Bay, it's 2
Now,
years. It's not just one. It's 2.
now,
Mhm.
as far as the Suns, I think the Suns obviously got a lot better, but I think the I don't I think the Nuggets fully
Are
healthy.
better.
If they're
Are better.
not fully healthy, then they don't have a chance. But if they're fully healthy, they are going to give not just them a lot of teams problems, right?
Hey man, hey
Um,
man. Oh, go ahead.
Look,
You still talking? But nah, I remember because analyst said something reminded me of what because you was talking about Chris Paul. Remember and it's I mean yeah, Chris Paul is old, but you remember when Jason Kidd, bro? When he won his championship, was he athletic? Was he had a knockdown 3-point? No, he was just smart. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what CP3 is. I look at CP3 and Jason Kidd as like kind of down there the same. You know, so they real smart.
Jason Kidd was a way better at that, in my opinion. I'll put it there. In my opinion, I think
Yeah,
at
Jason
that
Kidd
stage
is
he was a
better for
better
sure.
defender.
But yeah,
He was a better
yeah,
defender.
definitely.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
was bigger
And
too. So
yeah, bigger, 6'5". So and he guarded LeBron in the post, in that finals against Miami pretty well, all things considered. So I think it's different. I'm sure, the Hawks might, I'm not sure, but the Hawks might be out of the playoffs in May. I think, what is that, around Father's Day or Mother's Day?
I think
I
we can
just
make
want
it
to
to the
see,
second round, bro. I
I
honestly
want to
think we can make it to the
see
second round
what
if we play like the
Phoenix is
Knicks or
going to
something
look
like
like in the playoffs. And I want Micah analysts, I want y'all to come back and we can all see what they look like in the playoffs. I don't
hey,
think it's going to
no,
be
no,
that
no.
great.
I'm not looking at the Suns. I'm looking at Kevin Durant. I want to see what Kevin Durant do in the playoffs.
No, it's the team.
No. You said Kevin Durant has got over the hill. He's heading on his way out. He's not going to be able to perform in the playoffs.
As the lead dog, he's done. I think so.
I
As
want
the
to
lead dog.
see. I'm looking at K. I can care less about the Suns. I want to see Kevin Durant. If this dude have a bounce back rebound year in the playoffs, I don't want to hear anything else about the dude going and crossing the hill, coming down.
So are you basing off
going
them
back.
getting swept last year?
That's what he's doing.
That's
He took out 15 years and picked
I
one
just
season.
said yesterday, I'm not being nostalgic. I'm not thinking about somebody's history. I'm thinking about today
Okay.
in 2023.
He's
And I'm
averaging
going off
30.
last year in the playoffs.
He's averaging 30 points today.
No, I got you. But last year, going into the playoffs, he was
Last
averaging
year,
32.
man. That's last year.
And
He's averaging 30 points this year. Almost. He's close to 60% shooting. He
I
would
think,
come
like I said,
Oh, go on, man.
no, I'm just saying, I think in the playoffs, when the defense can focus on him for 7 games, I think he's going to struggle.
No, because I mean, shit. Don't we all say that the when the playoffs come around, don't the game slow down? When you say that,
gosh.
Yeah.
okay, so
Man, please.
you got an old man CP3, you got a half court dominant player KD. don't you think? And they got Devin Booker too. That's a big three.
What I will say
that's
is
a big three.
What I will say is I think this is
I got you, Jordan. Let me finish real quick.
Yeah.
I got you. So when cause I'm high, bro, I might forget that now. So, so they all, see, I'm already forgetting shit. But so
just
it's
frying
still,
like fish grease.
Yeah, y'all keep talking. Y'all keep throwing me off. But yeah, okay. So the game slow down. Don't you think they got that's a big three right now? You know what I'm saying? So KD, Chris Paul with his, he's a great floor general. Every time, bro, it's gonna that team is gonna really strive, bro, because KD's gonna get in his spot. CP3's gonna find him, kick out Devin Booker. And they got DeAndre Ayton, bro. The Phoenix Suns, they probably the best built team right now for the playoffs, I'd say, because they got a smart point guard and they got a Kobe-esque player in Devin Booker, and they got Kevin Durant, the best X factor that there is.
And they traded for Darius Bazley today.
Yeah,
hey, that's Kim. Don't you?
And they traded for Darius Bazley today.
To me, the last 2 years in the playoffs, Devin Booker. I'm high on Devin Booker. We both from Michigan. Love Devin Booker. But the last 2 years in the playoffs kind of took a little bit of his. You know what I'm saying? Knocked him down a couple pegs. So
you count the finals run?
The finals, the last 3 games.
They lost to the best player in the league. What's wrong with that?
I'm talking about his individual performance the last 3 games in the finals. They were awful.
His individual performance in the finals.
When his nose broke.
No, I'm just laughing at you, bro. Like you the hardest, bro, the hardest critic ever. But his individual performance in the finals, his last. Okay, cool. Hold that again.
But Mike, was it Chris Paul's game 7 that got him to the finals?
we just trying to make the finals.
But was it Chris Paul's game 7 that got him there, or was it Booker's who got him there to the finals?
They got them there. I mean, I can't remember. Probably it's Chris Paul. He the veteran. He the older player. I mean, to me, it's part of people's learning curve. But it's part of the learning. It's part of the learning curve and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't just be, talking about book like you are necessarily. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, man.
So you brought up Chris Paul's game 7 that got him there. What about the games Booker did early in the season?
I'm talking about when the chips are on the table. It's game 7. I think that was
I do want to say this though. I feel like, and I mean, you guys can disagree with me all you want. Like I've been following him his whole career, basically. This to me is Chris Paul's best chance of winning.
Best team, hell yeah! I said that earlier.
Best team he's been on, and whether you think Chris Paul is washed, and I mean, obviously he's taken huge strides backwards. I'm not discrediting that, Matt. But all they are going to need on this team is going to be a good playmaker when you've got guys that are that good on the offensive side of the ball.
And y'all know, I won't say I don't care about defense, but I care less than other people. But in particular case,
defensively, I'm worried. Defensively, I'm worried.
Who are they going to guard?
I got you. Okay, hold up. Before we go,
who's going to guard them?
Before we go too far with this, right? I'm with you. I told that to analysts last night when I heard this trade, and he will contest for it. First thing I said to him was that defense kind of worries me, right? Because you're losing Mikal Bridges, who is one of their top-tier defenders and probably one of the top-tier defenders in the NBA. But what I will say is
does have more blocks than Clint Capella.
That's what I was just. I was just about to say that, bro. I was just about to say this. No. Say what you want, man. But Kevin Durant is a good defender. He uses his length well. So I don't understand. Like, it's not like he's a top tier defender. He's not going to change the outlook, but he can guard it. He can guard more.
No. I mean, yeah, he's a good defender, but I mean, like I said, them 30-point playoff games from Jason Tatum last year, they're in my mind. That's what I keep thinking.
You about to have me pulling for the Suns, man, just because.
I think the Suns are, like I said, before yesterday,
Boston was playing hella defense on everybody.
Before yesterday, the Suns were a play-in team. Now they're firmly a second-round team. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe in the offseason they can readdress things and,
So currently, right now, who you got in the Western Conference Finals?
You said what?
Who you got in the Western Conference Finals then?
I got Denver.
And that's
And-
all. And
I personally have Denver and Memphis.
Denver ain't doing nothing, bro. Memphis, hell no.
I think in the
Memphis not even better.
the 7-game
Memphis not even
series.
better than the Clippers, bro. They're not even better than the Clippers.
What do you guys
Well,
now?
Denver not,
I haven't
Denver
seen the
not even
Clippers
that
healthy.
good, to be honest.
I haven't
To
seen
be
the Clippers
honest,
healthy.
Denver's a wash.
I don't think Memphis is, and I hate to say
you
it,
didn't
but
let Memphis talk you up like they be talking to everybody else. Oh, they know what they be
Wait.
talking.
I don't think Memphis
Almighty,
leaving the
didn't you
first.
say
bro,
that
I
Tom
hate
Thibodeau
Memphis,
is a
bro.
good coach?
I don't think
That's
Memphis
his
leave.
truth.
I don't think Memphis is leaving the first round, personally.
Guys, there's
Yeah,
one
Um,
team we're not talking about right now.
Come
There's
on
one team we're
now.
not talking about right now. And I mean, say what you want. You can laugh at me all you want, but I love the moves they made at the deadline, right? The Los Angeles Lakers, y'all. And I'll say what you want, right? I know where they're at in the standings. I get all of that. But they added D'Lo, they added Beasley,
Oh,
Vanderbilt.
you mean Lakers?
Yeah, sorry, the Lakers.
I
Yeah,
like the Clippers team. They're just not healthy.
No, I'm talking Lakers. I messed up.
Oh.
I messed up. I'm talking the Lakers. I know where they are in the standings, right? But you got LeBron still playing at a great clip. AD's just coming back from injury. If he can get healthy, and the pieces they just added at this deadline are for real, y'all. They're for real. The one thing they needed on that team was shooting, bro, and they got it. And they got a
they'll
good
make the
defender.
playoffs for sure.
No, yeah, no. I think they're a lot more dangerous than people are going to give them credit for.
Mobamba.
I think they got exactly what they needed.
I think
I
they still basically where they was going to be before the trade, second round.
I mean,
Yeah.
I shredded the Lakers for trading Thomas Bryant.
Yeah.
Mo Bamba.
He requested a trade, bro.
Mo Bamba, and we could have got him for 3 second round picks, but Mo Bamba.
Oh my gosh, for real, bro?
Mo Bamba, yeah, that's what he went for. Mo Bamba.
Oh my god.
Raj, come on, like, come on, that's not gonna happen. Okay, let's just be realistic. Anyways, I think the Lakers. Listen, there's no doubt the Lakers got better. I think D'Lo is is a lot better than Russ could ever dream of. It's sad at this point. Russ is past his peak. He needs to go to another team and maybe he can revive it. Jared Vanderbilt is a guy I like.
I love the pieces they added, bro.
Wait, sorry, Animals, are you happy that we got Bay instead of Vanderbilt?
Yes.
No, they got Vanderbilt.
No, I'm saying that the Hawks got Bay instead of Vanderbilt.
Oh, sorry.
I would have been happy with either, but I think Bay is probably a better fit. Even though JJ looked real good at the three,
Okay.
JJ at the three.
I don't think JJ ready though. Like he's not ready still. I mean, it could be Nate's system,
or lack thereof,
or his rotation. I ain't gonna lie.
Almighty, that'd never happen. One, he ain't never coming to us, and two,
we don't need Russ, bro. Fuck that.
I think JJ. I think next year in the right environment, I'll say that I think he's going to have a breakout year.
But we're not getting rid of Nate, so I mean,
yes, we are at the end of the season.
We are this summer.
What makes y'all so sure?
It's reported.
It's reported that this is it. Like McMuffin is gone. Like this dude, he's been sabotaging this franchise for a couple years now.
Matt, will you be a fan of the Atlanta Hawks next season if Nate is still here?
Oh gosh, you need to be asking Ellis that question too.
We all finna be fans.
Yeah, of course, right? But extremely reluctant.
Matt, if you got a fan, man, if you willing to walk away, bro, walk away now, my boy. You gotta be there through the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
No, I mean, I
don't be here complaining about Nate Field.
I can't.
In 10 years we're gonna call this. In like 5 years we're gonna call this the McMillan era. Okay, and you already know what that entails.
I think he's a professional. I said before, I think he's a professional con artist. I really do. I've never heard of a guy getting 4 jobs interviewing.
After he get the job, he still got to do something right to keep getting another.
No, that's what con artists do. They keep going bank fraud. They keep moving to a different city, new bank fraud. They move to a different city, new bank fraud. That's what they do.
That's what they is, bro. This dude, listen. It should say something that this dude has never got a job when interviewing but all his jobs have been gotten, which is sliding on up, doing just
Well,
good
they had to
enough to
think
get
well of
hired.
him enough to slide him up.
Hey, y'all seen House of Cards?
Oh my
what's his name? What's his
gosh.
name's role? Kevin Spacey.
Sparrow, I can't believe you're saying this.
Look,
Experiencing what we're experiencing now. We are a mediocre team with him as
Yes.
with him at the helm.
But
Him
Nate
sitting
is
on the
not the
sideline,
worst. Nate is not the worst problem on the Hawks, and he's not the worst coach in the league.
He is not a good coach.
He's
not a good
average.
coach. He's not a good coach. And
I
you're
would say he's
okay, you're okay with an average coach?
No, I told y'all I would prefer. I want your email. I agree with you with Quinn. I agree with Matt with Becky. But I'm just saying Nate ain't the sole problem, or the main
I
problem.
wanted to ask Kim about Becky. What you think? What you think about Becky?
He gonna say no. Kim on all types of stuff over there. God,
What'd you say, Kim? What you say
chilling,
about Becky?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. But Becky, bro, I don't know, man. I know that if any team was to bring her in, it would be us. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just there tonight, and I love all people. You know what I'm saying? But it was Pride Night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what other teams do that. I'm pretty sure, but Atlanta, that fits. You know what I'm saying? About a woman coming to be the coach, that fits like what Atlanta's pushing and whatnot. I can go on, but Becky Hammond, man, no, I feel like Trey. He's like, bitch, who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? I need a man.
Y'all think he like that? Y'all think Trey like that?
Bro,
I don't get the vibes from him.
Trey is a man of God. You know, he
wow. He like that?
Hey, and AJ Griffin would probably tackle him with all the scriptures that AJ posts. I love it, but AJ Griffin would probably.
Hold on, Kim, you think he'll come at her like that?
Yeah, I mean, he waving off Nate. You know what I'm saying? So
Nate, that's because Nate ain't work. But come on now. Come
on now. Like, okay, if Matt, let me ask you this, bro. If you getting paid $200 million, franchise do whatever you say, bro, and I can't even ask you this because you're not in that situation. Because, bro, just I don't know, bro. Just you get hella money, bro. Everybody, oh DeAndre Hunter, yeah, Trey on. Everybody going crazy, bro. It's just, bro. He's ego driven, bro. Like. He got that LeBron syndrome, you know what I'm saying? He diva. So just think, like, if you was Trey on I don't know, bro, would you listen to her? That's the question. Would you listen to her if you making all that money?
I think Trey is looking for that person to get him to the mentally that could get him to the next level. And I think I said this before, like I think he didn't because he talks about all the time being cerebral, watching film, always thinking mentally of how to play chess and not checkers. I'm saying, like, I think he's already made the assessment. Nate ain't mentally going to get him where we're trying to go. So he's tuning him out. Like, he ain't even listening to him. Now, you could say the way he's going about it and the way he's, performing and handling himself professionally is wrong. I agree with a lot of that stuff. But I'm saying, I think if you get the coach that mentally is on the same level as him, you know what I'm saying? You will get a better Trey. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody ought go back to his scouting report back in coming out of Oklahoma. Everybody say the same thing. He has a genius level IQ on the basketball court. Nate, I don't think anybody would say that anywhere in the same category about Nate. So I think a lot of it has to do with professionally, IQ wise. He just don't think Nate is up to snuff. And you get the right coach who is, I think you will get a better performance.
Let me ask you this, Matt. Since it is sad to come to this, bro, because it's like we catering to Trey, bro. We're not catering for and I love Trey, bro. Trey's my favorite player in the league, yes, outside of D Rose, because I'm loyal. But it's like Trey, I love Trey, bro. I love him, bro. So it's just like we cater to him too much. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Michael Jordan went up to his gym or whatnot, he was like, Woody, let's get Woody Woo. He's like, no, you play basketball. I'm gonna do my job. We need it starts in the head in the head with the Nick, the wrestler, whatever the wrestlers. It start with them. They gotta start, you know what I'm saying, they gotta start doing their job, bro. Because Trey, he's doing his job. He get 27 and 10 on a bad year. This is a bad year for Trey. He's still that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But if we gotta cater to Trey, so Matt, for me I say this to you, go get Steve Nash. Because Trey loves Steve Nash. his game is, basically Steve Nash-esque. So go get Steve Nash, and hopefully Trey respects him, and we could magically just go back to Eastern Conference Finals and go. But we have to get better players, bro. We have to get better players. It's gonna start with better players during the summer.
I know analysts really like Clint Snyder. I like him too. And then you listen to or read the reports out there. Steve Nash is somebody he would like to be on his coaching staff or his top assistant. So
yeah, we need to get a point guard
guys, hold
coach,
up
bro.
for a second
we gotta
here.
get a point guard coach.
Yeah, but okay, so I'm with you. But here's the thing, right? Damon always says this, right? And there is so much merit to this. Like, what coach in the right mind would want to come to the Atlanta Hawks? And before you answer this question, let me explain, right? He says it all the time, and he's so right, guys. This organization right now is not ran by the coaching staff. It is ran by the players. Trae Young makes those decisions, and before you dispute it, you know that is true. You know that's what it's about. Trae Young has better communication with the front office than Nate McMillan does. And we know this to be true based on reports that have came out, based on what we've seen. Okay? No coach in their right mind, especially one that's sought after, would want to come into a situation like the Atlanta Hawks when the organization is not, the decisions don't come from the coach. They come from the players.
And let me tell you.
Go ahead, analyst. I disagree with that.
And yes, let me tell you, by the way, that's Nate's problem, okay? He should be in better contact with the front office. It's Nate's problem. But hey, he don't want to be here.
If the star player best friends with the main person in the front office.
It don't matter if he best friends or that's his brother or that's his.
Yes, it does. If Trey go say fuck that dude, fuck that dude.
Listen, let me tell you, it's nothing wrong with Nate. It's nothing wrong with Trae Young being friends with Nick. Okay, the problem is that Nate is, listen, he's weak. He is a weak, definitely weak coach. I won't call him a weak man like I call a wrestler, but he's a weak coach.
Oh, I thought you were talking about wrestler. Oh, okay.
No, wrestler's a weak man, but
yeah,
but Nate McMillan is I call him a weak coach. Okay, listen.
You said though, you on one, Adam. I said you on one tonight, man. You talking about I'm on one, I can't come up for his character, bro. Talking about he weak.
I can't say that. I think
Nate is a weak. Nate is a weak coach, and Tony Wrestler is a weak man. I don't think there's anyone that will look any different. But listen. But just to prove the point, what real man, okay, will let his son tell him what to do, fire everybody who he want gone because he feel like, because he feel like he can make the decision.
Billionaire.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, that's not even.
If I got all the money, this ain't my main money maker. No way. I can just let him do whatever the hell he wants.
That's called a weak man, and I
guarantee he's not a fan. He's not a fan.
I would say this,
and I guarantee you, listen, this is not the first time Nick is running all over him. Okay, I'm sure it happened when he was younger. Anyways, as far as the coaching goes, right? Listen, I feel like this. Well, one, if we had Kevin Durant, I think any coach would want to come here, but we're gonna get past that, right? Listen, I think coaches will come. Okay, now, if Tyloo became available today, is Tyloo going to come here? Probably not, unless you slide him a blank check and you let him write whatever number he wants on there with whatever conditions. I think a Quinn Snyder would come here. Okay, I think a Jay Wright, especially now getting a Villanova kid in Sadiq Bay, I think he would come here. I think the money obviously plays a big part of it, but also the fact that, now listen, I don't totally buy this, but if Landry, his philosophy, whatever he calls it, is right, his philosophy, if his philosophy is correct, and his little player, his little coach and co-team building stuff, I mean, hey, a coach could come here. Listen, we're not going to be stuck with Nate. Okay, Nate should go to TV. And we get a guy.
Man, you be asleep by the third quarter.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Nate McMillan. Listen, I like Nate as a guy. He's You know, he's not being so Christian with staying here, but listen, he's a Christian man. He's a calm guy. You know, not into too much. I like him as a man. As the
Shouldn't a
coach,
Christian fulfill his duty and finish his job?
no, a Christian should fulfill his duty and stop robbing the Atlanta Hawks. Okay,
That's hilarious. Though. He said he's not
Reed.
but no, and by the way, just for anyone in the chat, I'm not moving off of that. I believe with all of my heart, Tony Wrestler is a weak man. He's a weak man, and it takes a lot to say that.
I won't go that far. I won't say that. I won't say
that boy,
I think that's strong.
I know he
Yeah,
on one, bro.
It's strong. It's strong, but the truth. I'm just saying.
When basketball becomes personal like that, man, my God, bro.
And only because he's such a billionaire. What is he? Worth $7 or $8 billion. So you don't really know like what the team means to him. It could mean
that's my point.
Like
where's he from? He's not from
it
Atlanta.
It could be as worthy as him as a newspaper. Or
so you let your real estate son run all over you and let him run.
I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just saying like I don't like the level of hierarchy. Like I don't really know where this like because like for instance, right? He also
been going on for a while.
Because I own stock in his.
As long as he don't take it into the ground and still make me money,
and I will say
as a billionaire, I don't care.
I will say his private equity firm has made me some money. Okay, but. Like he owns Neiman Marcus, right? So his company owns Neiman Marcus. So I'm sure he's not letting his son come in and run Neiman Marcus. So I don't know where the Hawks fall in his portfolio chart of how his priorities.
At the bottom, at the very bottom.
I mean, what you mean you don't know? You don't know. We all know where it ranked. We tell by the way he be running things. That's why analysts call him a week where he had that perception. But it's at the bottom. It's at the bottom of all his investments and what he care about and what he make money off of. I mean, I ain't mad at the man, you know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I had this talk with analysts and everything. My personal goal is that my sons and my daughter and stuff never have to work a job. So, I mean, if I was in that same position and everything that, like my kids ain't necessarily employed by somebody else. They either gonna start their own business that I help them with, or they're gonna be working my business.
You gonna let your son run all over you though in your business?
This is not his main business.
I don't care if it's his main business, secondary business, or his 80th business.
Analyst, you being kind of strong to an extent. I won't say he's letting him run all over him. He's just allowing Nick to have basically he's allowing Nick to be involved in this particular business, and he got him making some decisions or having input. I don't think he's running over him. He's just giving his son an opportunity to develop in life and make something happen. And this is what he's giving to him. Like outside of me being a Hawks fan and just understanding fam and life and all that type of stuff, bro. I can't get mad at that. It is what it is. I can't get mad at that.
Because you said he owned Neiman Marcus. If he had something else bigger, if he was letting him run Neiman Marcus, nobody would be pissed off because you're not fans of a business like that. People are fans of a sports team.
Yeah.
Well,
so
we got 35 more seconds, but listen, I'm not moving off of that. Listen. This man should be ashamed of himself. Okay, listen. Until he showed
Analyst being an instigator tonight.
Until he showed me that he stand up by himself and grow a pair by himself and sitting up here, not letting his son run everything, okay? Letting him make decisions within the organization and him just bowing down to he knows stuff. Listen, I'm not moving off of that. But it's a great show tonight.
Analyst, you gonna get banned from State Farm, my boy.
We're gonna be in the backstage.